Welcome to Spit That Sauce podcast, where you know what it is, so you ain't gotta ask, where we discuss sports, entertainment, and everything in between. I am Jamar.
I'm Vince.
CGA.
What up, family? Welcome back to your favorite podcast, where we discuss sports, entertainment, and everything in between. Jamar,
Vince,
and
CGA Sauce.
DJ Sauce.
And this is the
Sauce Podcast.
Yes, welcome
It is. Welcome back. How was your day, bro?
It was good, man. Busy, but finally came to a soft landing, so I'm glad I'm here and I'm chilling, and glad to not be working like the rest of us, right? Glad to be chilling, man. Good to chill with you, DJ. And
Let's get into it. So, what are the topics today, my man? What we talking about today?
So we're gonna bring back an oldie from the case. Let me look into my Rolodex. So we got the GOAT debate.
Oh, okay. What GOAT debate is this? Is we talking about
NBA?
LeBron James, Michael Jordan.
And see, that's what I have a problem with. Did y'all hear what he said? LeBron James, Michael Jordan. We not even gonna mention Kobe? Yes, I'm from LA, so it's a religion. I'm a Laker for life. You ain't gonna mention you don't even bring up Kobe, bro. What we doing? You even gonna bring up the Black Mamba?
Well, the Black Mamba is to me, he's not in the GOAT debate.
5-time NBA champion. I want you to know this. He's the one who, and you've probably seen I believe it's on Netflix. It's called The Redeem Team.
Right.
This is the man that led the 2008 Olympics. And you guys know what that is. LeBron was still kind of newer. And LeBron, y'all can debate me, I suppose, but he was following Kobe's lead. Kobe ran through, it was very popular, like Kobe ran through Paul Gasol when they were facing Spain. And they're like, you're going to do that to your teammate? You know, it's in a documentary, but Kobe was a whole different animal.
Yeah, I think the debate about that is that Kobe, his game was a lot like Michael Jordan's game. I mean, he was sticking his tongue out like Michael Jordan. He shaved his hair like Michael Jordan. He was chewing gum like Michael Jordan. He was walking like Michael Jordan. And so, and now, Kobe is the Black Mama. I'm going to give Kobe his props, bro, because that man had a mentality of a scoring machine, and he did great things, man. And he was a very, 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 very good player. But we all know the elephant in the room is the debate with LeBron James, Michael Jordan. It's always going to be that somebody's going to comment. I know it's going to be some people commenting talking about there's no debate that Michael Jordan is in a league of his own, which I bet the dipper, man. I mean, listen, if you look at the way LeBron James has been dominating since he came in from high school into the NBA, what year is he in right now?
What they say, 1920?
He's in the year, I think year 20 or 21.
I lost count at some point. I'll give him that. The longevity thing, I'll give him that.
Is he not in the top 5 players today?
Yeah.
At the age of 40, and he can be considered in the top 5. I'm not even saying in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Top 20. But I'm talking about the top 5 best player on the planet right today. Man, you got to give that man his props, bro.
I'll give him his props, but we need to understand this is that GOATs borrow from other GOATs. For example, Michael Jackson took from James Brown. Y'all forgot about that, huh? Down with you. Took that from James Brown. Okay, I think he perfected it. Yeah, get on this. No. Need some maybe need some vodka in here.
Yeah, you may need to
nah,
go
but
Soul
he
Train.
took from James Brown, and so naturally you got Michael Jordan, where you got Kobe and LeBron coming up. Let's just say under Michael Jordan, and so you're gonna end up doing some things like him. But I would argue that Kobe ended up obviously having his own style. But I will say that Kobe's got that just attacker mentality that I think Jordan had. And some people are saying, although I love him, some people are saying LeBron doesn't have that. But LeBron doesn't need that. He can win his own way. I mean, LeBron has done things that people can't necessarily match up against. Now, don't get me wrong. This is where people go into, but Jamar, he's got 4 championships and Kobe got 5. Okay, LeBron's on his way, but LeBron's still the GOAT, and he has longevity. The fact that he's 40 years old and he's still playing like this, he's slapping them 20-year-olds around, and he might get injured for a little bit, but if he's still a force on the court like this, I can't debate with you about that. I don't even remember when Jordan retired, but I guess with his shoes, he's in a league of his own with his shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
I love the Kobe's and I love the LeBrons. Nobody's touching the Jordan shoes. I don't know. It's like immortal. It's been popular since, I don't know, I was a child. Like my dad's generation has been wearing them. I've seen episodes in the early 90s where Jordans was a thing. Then I'm born and, this has been a thing for a while. So
that's true. He's in a different category when it comes down to setting the foundation as far as shoes concerned.
Yeah.
But I ain't talking about no shoes. I'm talking about the court. And
they need shoes to get on the court, right?
Yeah, you need shoes to get on the court. Yeah, I understand that.
I got it.
But I'm talking about the debate when it comes down to all-around player. And for me, it's simple. Me, I'm a Ferrari guy. I like Ferraris. You may like Lamborghinis. So it's all about preference, because it's always going to be LeBron James fans are going to stick up for LeBron James. And then you got the older generation who seen and witnessed the dominance of Michael Jordan. And so I don't think you'll ever change people's mind when it comes down to the GOAT debate. People are always going to be one-sided either way. Either you on this side of the tracks with LeBron James, or you're going to be on the other side of the track with Michael Jordan. And I don't think that anybody, if you're a LeBron fan, you ain't switching over there to Michael Jordan. And if you're a Michael Jordan fan, you're not coming over to the LeBron's side of the track. No matter what LeBron does, when he became the leading scorer, people will say the debate is over. Then they just come and create their own narrative as if they're saying that Michael Jordan dominated for a period of time that was not matched when he had 6 titles. And I can understand that. But then LeBron people can come back and say, hey, look, wait. This man is still playing. He is still dominating. He is still a great player today. So I want to ask you a question. And viewers, I want to ask you this question too, and you guys chime in on that. Whose career would you rather have? Michael Jordan's 6 championships. He never beat Larry Bird, but that's another thing right there. He never beat Larry Bird, but that's that we can talk about that too. But his career or LeBron James' career, who is still playing and still dominating right today. What say you?
Me specifically, I ain't gonna lie with you. I would say neither. And they're like, what are you talking about, Jamar? What do you mean neither? You still refuse to put my brother Kobe Bryant in this argument. And to be honest with you, let me think. Kobe Bryant married, I think it was his high school sweetheart, the most beautiful Mexican chick in Los Angeles. And if you know, grew up in LA, there's a lot of Mexican chicks. Married her, had beautiful kids, and dominated the league. And LeBron got to come up under him. And, obviously, when he retired, he had a lot of different things going. Rest in peace, right? Because I know people are going to say, Tyler, are you sure you want to live like this? Because he's with the Lord, and I respect that. You know what I mean? He's above looking down on us. But I think it's hard to answer your question. It's hard to say. Like, with me personally, I would want to take a little bit of different things from everybody's career but obviously you can't do that, right? But it ends up being where it's like, I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like LeBron is a strong contender. I'm gonna give you that, and it's gonna go on forever. But I feel like Kobe should be in there. Now, don't get me wrong. LeBron still got that top scoring record that I'm like, ooh, that kind of puts some in there. Puts some at a good level. But in terms of any other player getting close to these guys anytime soon,
I don't have the statistics. This is for look these statistics up. And y'all find out this information. This is a little homework. So, we even give out a little homework to our viewers out here.
Bad.
If I'm not being mistaken, LeBron James was the fastest to get to each steals, points, scoring at a young age out of the, I believe, top 5.
Yeah,
he was in the top 5 on all categories. So you can't just say it was because of his long longevity of playing basketball. No, he was the fastest and quickest to do it when he did it when he was young too. So you just can't put it on because he's been playing for a long time. He was dominant in the beginning of his career.
5-time champion. I just got to. Do y'all see that? I don't know if y'all see it. 5-time world champion, Kobe Bryant.
Well,
Let's see
like
him.
I said,
He got to get there first.
He on one side of the coin. I'm on the other side of the coin.
All right.
We can.
I'm a Michael Jordan fan too. So.
You're Michael Jordan, and
I
then
take Michael Jordan.
DJ.
It's
That was my
2-1.
favorite. He was my favorite DJ until he told me that. But now,
Hey man. But I guess let's talk about the present. I'm so sorry for Dallas, man. Kyrie
oh man,
injured.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
they lose Luka,
Yeah.
and then they lose the top man after Luka. I mean, at this point, I bet you the floor seats is probably going for $2.
Let's break that down. They make the trade. Okay, Dallas, you make the trade.
Yep.
Anthony Davis gets there. Everybody is feeling it. Anthony Davis gets on the court and he scores 20 points in the first half. In the first half, he scores 20-something points.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks at the crowd and he says, I'm here. And 5 minutes later, he's gone.
I'm out.
5 minutes later, he got hurt, and he hasn't returned since.
I hate that for AD, man.
A good dude too, man. That's just so unfortunate, man. That brother. I mean, the wind blow.
Yeah, just I'm here, then I'm leaving. Like what? Dallas fans are like, what?
Hey, that's crazy. And then so you can survive a little bit because you got Kyrie. And then 3 games, or is it 2 games or 3 games later, Kyrie blows his knee out, bro. I mean, you can't make that up.
Yeah, Dallas just need to have a seat. The Mavericks ain't doing nothing. You know them Cowboys ain't worth $2 damn, so let's not have that conversation. That's on the next episode. Let's put it like that. Dallas, that Luka, just Luka just leaving. He just took all the gravity with him, and then AD comes back to shine some light. Then he leaves immediately, and then on top of that, Kyrie, who's in my opinion the best player that they're gonna have on there, is at least the best ball handler, blows his shit out. Now he got to sit out And now these it's not their year, but I suppose Dallas will get it together. Mark Cuban and them, they'll get it together.
All I know is that when I'm traveling and I'm flying through Houston, or not Houston, but Dallas, I am not wearing a Luka jersey at all.
Oh man, hey,
especially a Luka LA jersey. Can you imagine you wearing a Luka LA jersey
in Dallas? Oh yeah, that's like gang colors in '90s LA.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I'll be like, man, that's my kinfolk, but I don't know them today.
Speaking of traveling, don't know if you guys heard this. This sister's been going viral for a while. Anijah Robinson.
Oh,
Let me explain something to y'all, just so you quick. So just real quick. So this sister from New York decided that she was gonna go over to Pakistan to date a 19-year-old. By the way, y'all, sidebar. If that is not any indication about how the dating market is out here, that somebody got to go to Pakistan to get something, I don't know what is. But she goes over to Pakistan. Now she's in her 30s, right? She's in her 30s. And she goes to Pakistan
what?
to.
Did you just say she's in her what?
Yeah, it's allegedly she's in her 30s, and she goes over to Pakistan, and she wants to marry this 19-year-old. That already sounds troublesome, right? And then, so pretty much to put it in a nice way, the family of this 19-year-old kid said they don't accept that. But as we might say here in Black America, fuck no. That's what they said. I'm sorry, y'all. So they said no. So I'm thinking like, where's his sister's family at? Maybe she might be a distant cousin. Here's my thing. If I was her cousin, if I was Anijah Robinson's cousin, like...
Is his family rich? Do they
own
own some oil?
Hell no, they wouldn't be there. You wouldn't even probably get to touch him. He'd be a prince. And here's the thing, if he a prince, he just ain't taking somebody from New York. I'm sorry. He gonna be in the desert somewhere pouring diamonds into a glass. But
coming to America again.
Coming to America again. Here's my thing. So and I couldn't believe the story when I heard it, because I just like y'all, I saw the video and I was like, what's going on here? And who is this sister? And so I'm like, so when somebody told me about it, I'm like, let me get this straight. You have a sister that said that she's gonna go to Pakistan, so she packed and stood her ass at the airport and went, and that's a long flight, y'all. I've been on some flights, that's a long flight. So she goes to Pakistan and she goes to this 19-year-old dude's house, and maybe they're getting along for a while, but then he made her pack because he couldn't stand her ass after a short period of time. So then she leaves and she's on the streets of Pakistan. And you guys can look up the videos. It's there. And she's
living on the streets of Pakistan, bro?
No, actually. She holds a press conference. I don't know, she just turns into an instant celebrity in Pakistan. She holds a press conference and she's demanding things from the government. And I quote, let me see here. Not quote, I'm quoting. But I'm saying, but what the internet is saying is that she's demanding, and I remember watching the video and getting this, she's demanding large sums of money from the Pakistani government. And it's so she could rebuild the country, was what she was saying. And I'm like, do you know where you at? You in Pakistan. And I think one amount that she asked for was $100,000. I'm like, Pakistan, they will put your black ass in jail and charge America $100,000 for you to get bailed out. And based on who's in office, I don't think they coming for your black ass. And you know your family in New York ain't got that type of money. So
yeah.
So,
I tell you what, if I was over there and I was in that situation, I've been looking at the TV talking about, come get me.
And see, and that's my thing. So if I'm her cousin and she's saying, come get me, hold on, I gotta take out my glasses for this. I would have looked at her. I would have looked at her like this. I'm like, Anijah, get your big ass back on that plane. What you doing in Pakistan? You said you was going to the liquor store. And you in Pakistan?
What?
For a 19-year-old.
What?
That boy probably still playing with Matchbox cars. And you over here trying to get married, and then it doesn't work out. So then you're asking for, you know what? Shout out to the Pakistani government. Because on a serious note, a lot of bad things could have happened. You an American in a foreign country. Not saying that Pakistan is bad. I know people from Pakistan. It's cool. But it's just like, you're not in, let's just call it, you're not in necessarily the safest country to be talking shit on the street. I don't know about you. There's some places in Minnesota where you can't be talking shit on the street. It's too cold to talk shit on the street. You're gonna freeze your ass off. But you know what I mean? There's places you don't do that. You damn sure don't do that in Pakistan.
Is she black?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course she is. But shout out to the Pakistani government. From what I heard, our sister's okay and she returned okay. But this is why you need family to say, get your big ass back on that plane. Where are you going? What you doing? And glad the sister's safe, and shout out to the Pakistani government. I don't know how the Pakistani government just kind of seemed to allow her to do it, and kind of they were just entertained by her. And so, hey, crazy things happen in 2025.
People doing some strange things out there these days. Strange things. DJ, what you got? You good? We good.
I'm good.
We good.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in, but now it's that time again.
It is that time. You talking about strange.
I can make you famous.
Make you famous.
I can make you famous. That's when you send your videos in to us, and if it's good enough, we will view them and we will let the people know that who sent the video, and you just might get what?
You just might get some shoes. We ain't giving you no flight to Pakistan, that's for sure. You can cancel that. You ain't going to Pakistan.
We ain't doing that. Or Dubai. Dubai. We ain't doing none of that
either.
So yeah, this video that was sent in, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't seen it.
But you can take a look at my jacket, and I am representing the one and only Michael Jackson. And in this video, you'll see it. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm not even gonna say nothing else, man.
All right, listen.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
There better not be a Michael Jackson music video.
Let's get it. And here is the video.
Let's see what we got.
Whoa. Yeah. Now, I didn't know Michael Jackson was in such good shape.
Woo. Don't stop till you get enough to eat. To eat. Don't stop till you get enough to eat, I suppose.
Ooh, you see that spin?
She's shifting it.
She got the jacket. She got the gloves.
Thriller.
She got the shoes.
Thriller.
The penny loafers. I didn't even think they still make penny loafers.
Oh Lord. Said, don't stop till you get enough.
Don't stop till you get enough
to eat. And I'm just playing. We love our people of all shapes, sizes, and colors.
That's right.
But we still have fun at the same time.
And remember, he said that I didn't.
Yeah. I always put sauce on it, just put some sauce on it. Yeah.
We appreciate you guys joining us.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for giving us your time. I'm Vince.
Jamar.
DJ Sauce. Take us out.
Till next time. And that's a wrap for this episode of The Sauce. We hope you enjoyed the mix of sports and entertainment and everything in between. If you love what you heard, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Stay connected with us on social media for updates, hot takes, and a little extra flavor. Until next time, keep it saucy.